EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now ETN to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
ETN once more. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Lawrence. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action with Lawrence. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ellinger to throw. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And able to find Kirk complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First and 10, Taylor now. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Gallagher's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Ellinger. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ellinger. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ellinger escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Ellinger. And the Jags get to it as down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down and 4. Ryan, this to Hines on the drop-off. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Ellinger to throw on first down. Campbell making the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Ellinger. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the money there to Doolin. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. Off the play fake. Here's Ellinger. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Taylor again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time he is in. Yes. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping... Someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interception.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Dio Odangbo in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 25 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't.